no playing with you. Yeah, I see that shit, man. Broad daylight out there lacking. That shit crazy. Yeah, that phone will get you into some shit, man. Oh, see. Playing what? What you talking about? Oh, see, look. Fucking with you all this difficult shit. Alright, press start so we can quit.
The Warriors have a Western Conference contest on their hands as they prepare to defend home court here at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring...
Let's see you another invite. All this is being broadcast too, so I'm just informing you so you can know. Shit. It's like when you in a fight and the motherfucker scream world stop. That type of shit. Alright, who you want me to pick, Big Folk? What you want to do? Like random teams, regular teams? No, because I don't want to hear nothing, man. Who you want me to pick? Oh, man. Everything you saying I heard so many times. Still undefeated. And it ain't just with the Warriors. I got wins with the Bulls, Rockets. Right.
Got an electric crowd here in Golden State's Oracle Arena. It's the Miami Heat facing the Golden State Warriors. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the floor for Miami, Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Johnson is out there with Dang. And it's Stoudemire and a 5 down low. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
Curry kicks to Green. Miami grabs the miss.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Now the dish to Johnson. Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. That one on Thompson.
And it was a very public fallout out between Goran Dragic and the Suns front office. That was a real tense few weeks there before ultimately he was traded.
And Goran Dragic drops them both. And, of course, Dragic was traded to Miami last season. He said he felt betrayed by the Suns front office, which spurred him wanting out of Phoenix in Tucson, Florida.
Yeah, you know what? We'll never know the whole truth about that situation, but Dragic said they told him one thing with personnel and did something else.
And dang, here we go. No good there off the double clutch. Bogut the pass to Curry. Great open look there.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Dragic with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Dragic.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Golden State's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Curry dishes to Bogut.
Playing one-hand flush. I love it.
Clark, I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, the one hand lets you get up higher.
No doubt about it. At least it looks like that from this angle.
And it's Dragic off the drive. That's short off the rim.
And that's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of.
Good foul. Damn.
The Heat have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Looking to end the run. Another miss by Dragic.
Stop.
That would have been lucky had it fallen 4 shots away.
Yeah,
Jonathan's
look at
good
the
enough.
coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me? Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense, but their defense, you know, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponent's field goal percentage last season, and some nights the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
Inside, trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Kicks it to Thompson. From the corner. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Now Curry. Dwayne Wade's three-pointer that didn't go. The drive by Green. Nobody near Barnes. No good with the triple. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
And I feel like there's a reason Joe Johnson has gotten a number of astronomical contracts. It's because he does everything for you. He's like one of those items you buy that touts everything you need, nothing you don't. Well, to me, that's Joe Johnson.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Rush comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa is checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Winslow kicks to Whiteside. Richardson, no luck. Clark, we take a look at Joe Johnson. And if he were on a good team, a team that was contending for a championship, where ideally would you like him to be? Where would you slot him?
I'd put him in that first or second scoring role because he's so good and scores so effortlessly. And at some point, I think he's going to hoist that Larry O'Brien trophy.
Whiteside sets the pick for Dragic. Here's Richardson. No good. The Warriors go the other way. Here is Livingston. Richardson cover. Outside, Green. Offensive rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
There's Dragic with the three. And it's Golden State's ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. That's good. Barbosa's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Leandro Barbosa on the wing. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Warriors leading by 6. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Barbosa. Green left side. Pass to Livingston. He dishes it to Rush. Miami grabs the miss. Johnson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Warriors lead by 6. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Really a big part of why they're on top here. The defense has been on point.
On the floor for Miami. Richardson is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then it's Dang. Then it's Winslow. And it's Whiteside in the 5 roaming the paint. Curry kicks to Bogut. Stolen by Winslow. Down low. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andrew Bogut. That's his first foul. Miami trailing. Now, from the moment he stepped into the league, Klay Thompson was lights out in terms of shooting. Clark, he has never had a problem knocking one down.
Well, the first player in league history to notch 500 made threes in his first 3 seasons in the league. That is remarkable.
They kick it out to Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one. Wade outside.
White for Thompson, his 3-pointer was his calling card early on, but I love the way he's expanded his game every season. He's become a very good defender and broadened his offensive game as well.
6 to shoot. Barnes with it. Wade picks him up. Barnes passes to Thompson. It's stolen by Wade. It's hauled in by Bogut. Bogut's got 6 rebounds in the game.
You know, and speaking of Thompson expanding his game, he's also come out of his shell. It was been very quiet early on, but he has gotten more and more comfortable in the league and becoming more outspoken.
Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Whiteside. Here's Wade. And it's Wade again missing.
I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Right through the knee for the layup. Wade's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, and the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which was not an injury of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off a team, things are going to get difficult. It was impressive that the Heat still managed to stay competitive once Bosh went out.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Spates checked in for Harrison Barnes. The Heat also changing it up. Joe Johnson is checked in for Renzel. And it's Dragic in for Richardson. Outside Curry. Bogut sets a screen for Curry. Bogut kicks to Spates. Passes it to Curry. Thompson right side. Golden State moving the ball around. They grabbed their own miss. Bogut just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Johnson with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And it's Dragic off the drive. Johnson kicks to Stoudemire. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. Amari Stoudemire, with a change of scenery last season, was bought out by the Knicks, signed with the Mavs midway through the season.
That was the best thing to happen to Stoudemire, in my opinion, Kevin. He got to play playoff basketball again, and we know that wasn't going to happen in New York.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Spades dishes to Rush. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And for Stoudemire last year served as a backup big for the Mavs and was still as efficient as ever.
I don't think Stoudemire will ever be what he once was, but he is a valuable big to bring off the bench for a contending team in limited minutes.
Warriors leading by 7. Barbosa for 3. That's good. Barbosa's got 6 points.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give.
Timeout call, the Heat. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And there's the pass to Spates. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. 5 points in the game.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's stolen by Bogut. Here is Livingston, who's guarded by Johnson. And it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Warriors making a switch here. Green's checked in. And Miami also making a switch. Whiteside's checked in. Rush. For 3, Barbosa. And it's Miami tonight. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Rush from outside. Joe Johnson pulls it in. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Got it, and the Warrior lead has been cut to just 11 points in the basket from Wade.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run. You can see right there why he does. Now, there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
The Warriors have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And last season, 77% from the line. They usually get the job done there.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for them. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
Just 4 seconds left in the first half. And the first half is now in the books. The Warriors on top, ending the second quarter with a huge surge. An 18-5 run. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. One of the stories here, Draymond Green getting it done today.
Just a quality performance. And, you know, we do expect to see that from him, and he's always setting the bar high for himself. And sometimes I think we just kind of get numb to how good this guy really is.
And, Greg, you know how it was as the marked man when you were playing on great teams in your past. It's hard to perform when everybody's locked in on you. To be able to play like he has when you have a reputation of being the guy, that's impressive.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's what you need to do.
You know, we do expect to see that from him, and he's always setting the bar high for himself. And sometimes I think we just kind of get numb to how good this guy really is.
And, Greg, you know how it was as the marked man when you were playing on great teams in your past. It's hard to perform when everybody's locked in on you. Be able to play like he has when you have a reputation of being the guy, that's impressive.
The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. And it's Barnes at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
The Oracle Arena was rocking last season, and with good reason. The Warriors would finish a league best 39-2 at home last year.
And how about that 39-2 record put them one off of tying the best record ever in the NBA. That record, by the way, belongs to the Celtics with 40 wins back in 1986.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Dang passes to Stoudemire. Wade again. Spoke. Back to Stoudemire. And the foul called on Joe Johnson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Warriors leading by 19. It's Curry outside, and he gets the bucket. Curry's.
Y'all see that? Made his ass leave the party.